to tell a little bit about myself and how I ended up in the Philippines. Well, I have a good friend who is a nurse in the United States, and she invited me to come to the Philippines with her on vacation. I came here. I spent 3 weeks meeting her family, her friends, and I fell in love with the culture. I fell in love with the area. It was so different than being in Texas or New York or any other place in the United States. I liked how laid back it was, how people were friendly. I lived in one place for 7 years, and I didn't even know my neighbor's name. Out of all the people on my street, I knew one couple. That says a lot about American society. You know, people go there, they go to work, they come home, they go inside, and they stay inside. You know, so where's the be neighborly feel about that? Doesn't exist. So I spent 3 weeks here on vacation. I had a driver, and he took me around, and basically he was my driver slash tour guide slash security slash friend slash everything. And you know, that was in 2011, and when I was finally able to quit my job and I had an income coming in, I decided, well, I will go to the Philippines. I was engaged to a young lady, so I was looking forward to starting a new life. You know, a little bit relaxed, a little bit laid back, you know, no worries. I could afford to live comfortably here. And so I made my plans, I got my tickets, and I said, well, before I go to the Philippines, I want to finish my college degree. I was using the GI Bill, and I had gone to college, and I had all the credits I needed to graduate. After all that time, I still wanted to walk across that stage and get my diploma. It just, why would I spend all that time getting a degree and not get recognized in front of fellow students and professors? You know, I deserved that. So on the 22nd of June, 2012, I walked across that stage. It was a Friday. I had a few friends in attendance, you know, that saw me, After that, we went out, had a nice lunch, and I said, I'm doing it. I had my plane tickets. I had everything packed up. I had my suitcases packed. I was ready to come to the Philippines. That Monday, my friend, the nurse, picked me up and took me to the airport. She dropped me off at the airport. She said she would let everybody know when I was supposed to be there. And I got on a plane in San Antonio, Texas. I flew to Los Angeles, had a few hour layover there. Then I flew from Los Angeles to Hong Kong. Had quite a few hour layover there. Then I got on a plane in Hong Kong and I flew to Angeles City. That flight was very, very interesting. There was 5 passengers on that flight. And when we got to the airport in Angeles City, you know, we got off the plane, of course, and went through immigration. Then we went and had our luggage and everything, went through customs. And it was funny. I had never been in that airport before. And I said, where do I go next? And the immigration officer, you know, he looked up, he looked around. They opened 4 windows for immigration for 5 people. Well, 2 people were a couple, and they went to one immigration clerk, and everybody else had their own clerk. The clerk I went to put up his closed sign at his window. He grabbed my suitcases, and he goes, follow me, sir. He took me to the customs. I got through the customs 5 minutes. I've been off the plane a total of 10 minutes. Never had that happen before. I was standing outside waiting for somebody to pick me up from the airport because I didn't know the street names. I said, well, oh, wait a minute. I have a cell phone that I bought here. It has all the numbers in it. You know, I can call somebody and have them come and get me, or at least talk to a taxi driver or whatever. All the numbers were erased from my cell phone. I had no way of contacting them. And I remember hearing, well, they'll be there to pick you up at 1 o'clock. Great. It's 9:45. I couldn't go in and use the airport facilities because I didn't have an outward bound ticket. Once you leave the airport, you can't get back in. And so I said, well, if they're going to be here at 1 o'clock, I might as well just smoke a few cigarettes and relax and wait. And finally, after what seemed like forever, they pulled up, came to get me, and Tim, have you been waiting long? Well, yeah, I've been waiting since 9:30. About all I need is a few cigarettes and something to drink and something to eat, and I want to relax. I'm the type of traveler, very rarely I can sleep on the plane, and I was just tired. And, you know, they finally picked me up. We stopped and got some food, got some drinks. Got to an apartment they had lined up for me. Met my fiance again. And proceeded to just relax, unwind. I went to bed. You know, I was just exhausted. You know, I left Texas at 4 p.m. on a Monday, Texas time, and here it was Wednesday, noon, Philippine time, and, you know, I was just drained. That's how I got here. Now, with everything good comes some bad. You know, before I left, I had visions of going and seeing my fiance, and I was bragging, you know. Here I am, 51-year-old man, engaged to an attractive lady that's 20 years old. My friend said, you know, I was bragging at work, and my friend said, does it bother you that you're robbing the cradle? I said, no, I'm not robbing the cradle. She's robbing the senior center. Well, so after all the ribbing and kidding from my friends, you know, here I was. I was in the land of paradise. Coconut trees, beaches, oceans. Well, I wasn't close to beaches or oceans or coconut trees where I was staying, but I was here. I was ready to look on and start a new chapter in my life. And 3 days after I got here, my girlfriend slash fiance said she wanted nothing to do with me, and she walked out. Boom, gone. And I said, well, just like when I got divorced in the States. You know, I had a family that I loved, and gone in a moment's notice. Did I get mad? No, not really. I'd been through it before. When I got divorced, I lost my house, I lost my dog, I lost everything. I started over. No need to dwell on the past. It happens, you move on. You know, you look at the situation and you assess, what are you going to do? Well, this time I had moved, you know, thousands of miles away. Here I am, alone except for a few of my good friend, my driver. And I said, well, I can't do anything about her not wanting to be with me. So I said, let's relax, rest up, make a new plan, and go from there. So I did. You know, I dated one lady for a while, and, you know, it just wasn't right for me. I dated another lady, and just something wasn't right. So I dated a third lady. Well, all she wanted was my money. She didn't care about me or my mind. All she wanted was my wallet. And I was stupid. But, after all these years, I got rid of her finally. I have a good lady in my life right now. I'm happy. She's happy. We're very comfortable together. And, well, fast forward, it's 2020. I've been here 8 years. When I first got here, immigration requirements stated you had to leave every 16 months to restart your stay. I flew to Hong Kong. It was at the end of the month, so I didn't even have hardly any money. I flew into Hong Kong. I didn't have money for a hotel. I just stayed in the airport till the next day, and I came back. Funny thing, I was sleeping in the airport, and I felt something touching my nose. Boom. Boom. And I wake up, and there's a toddler, maybe two and a half years old, wandered away from mom and dad, and the toddler was just trying to see if I was awake or okay or what, and it was it was quite funny. They run up and got the toddler, and they apologized to me, and they were sorry that their little one woke me up. And, I looked at my watch and I said, well, it's time for me to get up anyhow. I got on my plane and I came back to Angeles City. But, all kinds of fun things have happened. I've never had anything bad happen when I've traveled. I've had arrive at gate 1 and leave at gate 72, which is, half an hour walk away, but it happens. You just make do and get through things. But that's how I ended up here in the Philippines. If you have questions, comments, or other concerns, leave them below in a comment. Remember to hit like, share, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thanks.